As the first pastor of Blessings, I've been asked to share something about the history of Blessings Christian Church. Perhaps you know that a few months ago, our leadership adopted a vision statement that said that Blessings Christian Church seeks to glorify God by growing and multiplying churches that promote the gospel of Jesus Christ through humility, maturity, audacity, and generosity. When Blessings first launched, we had about 200 people, 7 elders, 7 deacons. I was called to be the pastor in February of 2015. I accepted shortly after that, and then had a little sabbatical, and I wasn't installed as pastor until September. Of course, seeking the lost was a key component from the beginning, and we remain burdened by those who live in the city of Hamilton without hope and without Christ. And we want to introduce them to Jesus because we're convicted that He is the Savior and the Lord of the world. And so, right from the beginning, we made some modifications to our typical worship service in order to create an atmosphere that was more welcoming and more inviting and more accessible to unchurched people. This meant that how we worship changed. Our music, for instance, became a little more contemporary. Our preaching changed. We didn't make great assumptions about biblical literacy. We wanted to use examples people could understand. We wanted to excise Christian jargon and Christianese from our vocabulary. But all along, we've been looking at ways to reach the lost in the city of Hamilton. Right from the get-go, there were some things about Blessings that were quite unique. One thing is that we had mandatory attendance at weekly small groups. Small group meetings were the heartbeat of Blessings Church right from the get-go. And that's in part because we wanted a pastoral model where it was impossible for people to fall through the cracks. We wanted a way to bring even those members, sometimes considered fringe, into the community for Bible study, for fellowship, and for prayer. And this remains something that's very important for who we are as a church. And I want to challenge you, if you're not a diligent member of your small group, to reconsider that commitment and to participate in small group meetings, not simply for your own growth and welfare, but for the growth and welfare of others. This is how we function as a community with each other. It's also a place where we can bring our unchurched friends and guests to attend. This is really what it means to be a missional church, to have the thread of missions woven through the whole fabric of the church. So in every area of the church, you're envisioning the unchurched being present so as to minister to them. We have a great burden for those who are lost, and we want to do our best before the Lord in reaching them by presenting and promoting the gospel of Jesus Christ.